On June 10, 2025, Google made headlines by announcing a voluntary exit program, a move that surprised many in the tech industry and beyond. Instead of resorting to abrupt layoffs, Google offered US-based employees a buyout, giving them the option to leave the company on their own terms. This buyout program allows employees to voluntarily resign in exchange for a generous severance package. The package includes several months of salary, extended health benefits, and additional perks designed to ease the transition. Unlike traditional layoffs, this approach empowers employees with a choice, providing a financial cushion and time to plan their next career move. It's a more humane alternative, reducing the shock and uncertainty that often comes with sudden job loss. The offer isn't limited to a single department. It spans across Google's most critical divisions, from engineering to marketing, signaling a company-wide strategy that touches nearly every corner of the organization. This move is closely tied to Google's ongoing shift towards artificial intelligence and automation. By realigning its workforce, Google aims to position itself at the forefront of technological innovation, ensuring it has the right talent for its evolving business goals. It's a strategic reshaping of the company, one voluntary departure at a time, allowing Google to adapt to new challenges while minimizing disruption. The buyout is more than just a cost-cutting measure. It's a calculated effort to transform Google from within, fostering a culture of adaptability and forward thinking. By offering voluntary exits, Google can reduce its headcount without resorting to forced terminations, maintaining morale and goodwill among its workforce. Ultimately, this signals a deliberate and thoughtful effort by Google's leadership to realign its vast workforce, ensuring the company remains agile and competitive in a rapidly changing tech landscape. Google's voluntary exit program is making waves across its core divisions, signaling a pivotal moment for the company and its employees. This isn't just a minor adjustment. It's a sweeping initiative that touches nearly every corner of the organization. Among the most affected is the Knowledge and Information Unit, the powerhouse behind search, ads, and commerce, services that are at the very heart of Google's global influence and daily operations. The inclusion of such foundational teams in the buyout program highlights a profound shift, even within the most established and historically stable parts of the company. The voluntary exit offers extend to central engineering, marketing, research, and communications departments, impacting both technical and non-technical roles. This broad reach means that employees from a wide range of backgrounds and expertise are being given the option to leave. This comprehensive restructuring is not just about trimming product teams or reducing headcount. It's about fundamentally rethinking the support structures and operational frameworks that have long defined how Google functions. Previous buyouts in 2024 and early 2025 were more targeted, focusing on specific units like platforms and devices, as well as essential support functions such as HR, legal, and finance. Those earlier rounds set the stage for the much broader approach we see today. The current offer is the culmination of these ongoing efforts, representing a dual-pronged strategy that aims to streamline operations while also preparing for the next era of technological innovation. Google's parent company, Alphabet, is doubling down on cost-cutting and efficiency, making tough decisions to ensure the company remains agile and competitive in a rapidly changing tech landscape. The savings from these buyouts are being redirected toward massive investments in artificial intelligence, which Alphabet sees as the cornerstone of its future growth and relevance. This strategic pivot is not just a financial maneuver. It's a bold bet on AI as the driving force behind Google's next chapter, shaping everything from products to internal processes. By offering buyouts, Google is freeing up both financial resources and employee headcount, allowing the company to reallocate talent and capital toward its most ambitious AI development projects. Google's leadership is actively realigning its workforce, ensuring that the company's talent pool is in sync with its evolving business goals and the demands of a new technological era. The buyout strategy is a calculated reshaping of the company from the inside out, designed to foster innovation and adaptability at every level. Ultimately, this signals a deliberate and far-reaching effort to transform Google from within, positioning the company to lead in the age of artificial intelligence and beyond. Google's current buyout strategy marks a significant shift in how the company manages workforce changes. Rather than relying on abrupt layoffs, Google is now opting for a more thoughtful and measured approach to organizational restructuring. This new direction is a direct response to the fallout from previous workforce reductions, which left many employees feeling blindsided and undervalued. In January 2023, Google made headlines by laying off 12,000 employees in a single wave. The move sparked widespread backlash, not only from those affected, but also from the broader tech community, and it deeply damaged morale within the company. The impersonal and sudden nature of those layoffs left a lasting scar on Google's culture, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and mistrust that lingered long after the event. In contrast, the shift to voluntary exit programs in 2025 represents a more humane and compassionate approach to workforce management. Buyouts offer employees a sense of agency and control over their own careers, allowing them to make decisions that best suit their personal and professional goals, rather than being forced out unexpectedly. This method helps preserve goodwill and morale among remaining staff, transforming the narrative from "you're no longer needed" to "we're evolving as a company and you have options." Many employees appreciate the buyouts as a more respectful and dignified way to reduce headcount, feeling that their contributions are recognized even as the company changes direction. The emotional impact of voluntary exits is vastly different from that of layoffs, offering a sense of closure and a positive transition, rather than shock and disappointment. Google's leadership has clearly learned from past mistakes, now aiming to be more considerate and transparent with its people, fostering a culture of trust and respect. Ultimately, these buyouts are not just about numbers, they are a strategic effort to reshape the company for the future while maintaining the core strength and spirit that have defined Google for decades. Google's buyouts are part of a calculated business strategy at a pivotal moment. The company is streamlining operations and cutting costs under new finance chief Anat Ashkenazi. A major reorganization began in October 2024, with the K&I unit restructured under Nick Fox. Buyouts allow leadership to reshape teams, reducing organizational complexity. This strategy filters out less engaged employees, retaining those excited about AI. The timing prepares Google for the future, with AI as a fundamental technology. Reducing costs in legacy areas frees resources for AI development. The buyouts are a key part of this strategic reallocation. Google's leadership is realigning its workforce with its evolving business goals. The buyout strategy is a calculated reshaping of the company from the inside out. It signals a deliberate effort to transform Google from within. Google's restructuring is driven by its all-in bet on artificial intelligence. AI is now the central pillar of Google's future strategy, transforming every aspect of its business. This strategic pivot requires a complete reorientation of resources, talent, and priorities. The cost-cutting measures, including buyouts, fund this enormous investment. Every dollar saved is reinvested into AI infrastructure. Google's talent and training needs are reshaped, focusing on essential AI skills. The buyouts are about the skills of who stays, not just who leaves. Google seeks employees who can adapt to and drive the AI transformation. The company is accelerating its transition to a leaner, more technically focused workforce. Google's leadership is realigning its workforce with its evolving business goals. Alongside buyouts, Google is enforcing a stricter return-to-office policy. Employees within a 50-mile radius must adhere to the hybrid schedule. In-person collaboration is deemed essential for innovation and productivity. Leadership believes physical presence fosters creativity and problem-solving. Some view the RTO mandate as a way to encourage voluntary attrition. The dual approach of buyouts and stricter office policies creates a decision point for employees. A generous exit package is offered, while staying conditions become more rigid. This combination forces employees to evaluate their commitment to Google's new culture. Those who stay are aligned with the company's strategic goals and office-centric environment. Google's leadership is realigning its workforce with its evolving business goals. Google's buyout communication is crafted to encourage certain employees to stay. Nick Fox frames the program as a supportive exit path for those not aligned with Google's direction. The goal is to selectively trim the workforce, retaining high performers and motivated innovators. Leadership defines the ideal employee as excited, aligned, and performing at a high level. Fox's memo appeals to high achievers, counteracting potential instability concerns. The strategy is a retention tool within a departure program. Google's leadership is realigning its workforce with its evolving business goals. The buyout strategy is a calculated reshaping of the company from the inside out. It signals a deliberate effort to transform Google from within. Google's leadership is realigning its workforce with its evolving business goals. Google's buyouts and RTO mandates impact employees on a personal level. The buyout offer forces a profound personal and professional calculation. For some, it's a welcome opportunity for a new chapter. Severance packages provide a substantial financial bridge. For others, the situation is more stressful, creating a sense of instability. The shift from layoffs to buyouts is seen as a positive development. However, Google is becoming a smaller, more demanding organization. The combination of buyouts and RTO mandates signals a cultural shift. Employees must decide if they want to be part of this new future. Google's leadership is realigning its workforce with its evolving business goals. Google's strategic moves are a bellwether for the tech industry. The era of unchecked growth and lavish spending is over. A new age of efficiency and fiscal discipline is emerging. Other tech companies are likely to follow Google's lead. The pressures facing Google are felt across Silicon Valley. The power dynamic is shifting towards employers. Job security is less of a given, and companies expect more from employees. Google's transformation illustrates a tech industry in transition. The company is shedding its old skin for a leaner, AI-focused future. This transformation offers a glimpse into the future of the tech sector.